Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the special edition of ACW Newscast. I am Hakeem Johnson, your ACW commentator as always. And if you don't know it by now, or you've just been living under a rock on purpose, it is indeed true and it is indeed official. You might as well hear it from me anyways. Anime Championship Wrestling is returning, as you see on the screen, on May of this year. A specific date will be given as we get closer to the month. But yes, Anime Championship Wrestling is returning. A lot of fans have already been spreading the word, and I thank you for that. I appreciate your word. I appreciate your concern. Anime Championship Wrestling is going to be a big, huge deal this year. Um, but a lot of people are asking, what has Hakeem been up to? What has Hakeem Johnson really been up to lately? Well, let's see. It's been 2 years as a hiatus, really. In my spare time, really, I told you guys I was pursuing my dreams as a pro wrestler, and I've been doing it now for almost 2 years now. Actually, next month in April will be my official 2 years doing it wrestling. Also, I have a job now, so I work, and that's and the work schedule that I have takes a lot um, of time away from me. That and I go to school, and I take care of my family, my brothers and sister. So I guess the last video that I made before I'm doing this newscast, I was talking about how I needed to take a break, that I needed some time alone, I needed some time away, because quite frankly, ACW was just not a top priority at that time, and I didn't want to keep making you guys guess when the next ACW show was gonna come. I'd rather just tell you I was taking a break. That way, it was better than me just giving you a crappy episode of Excel or Impulse and you guys not knowing why. So that's what I've been, pretty much been up to. And I will say this for the record. The only time, the only way ACW is done, or is dead, or goes away for good, is when I say it. And only I say it. I just want to get that on the record because, a lot of people assume that ACW is gone, ACW no longer exists. It's only gone when I say it's gone. So just want to clear that up there. But right now, yes, ACW is returning. And we have a lot of exciting things for you guys as we head up to the month of May. However, there are some changes, though. There are some changes in terms of the format, in terms of the recording, in terms of the schedule, and a lot of other stuff. So, might as well get down to those right now. So, here's some of the more into detail about the return. As of right now, until further notice, Excel episodes and Impulse episodes will be only 30 minutes. Now, like I told you guys, work, school, wrestling, family needs. It takes a lot of time to do ACW episodes, having to structure it, having to put in certain parts, having to save it, having to record it and commentate on it, and then upload it onto YouTube or wherever else I have to upload it. It takes a lot of time, believe it or not, and I just don't have that time that I used to have to do all that now that I'm doing things, a lot of big things for me. So 30 minutes of Excel and Impulse with an overrun of 15 minutes. What that means is that although 30 minutes is the minimum, more than likely I'm going to extend the 30 minutes, and you'll probably get 40 to 45 minutes of Excel and Impulse. It's not that much different, just to scale back from certain matches and segments, because I want everything to be fresh. You know what I'm saying? I want everything to be fresh. You don't want to see the same old matches that I do, or the same old segments. You want to be fresh and creative, and that's hopefully what this format does for both brands of Excel and Impulse. However, though, the mega events will stay in 2 hours. The mega events will stay at 2 hours. The minimum for those mega events are an hour and a half, but more than likely they will be 2 hours. So you'll get more matches, obviously, more segments, stuff like that on your mega events. Except for, Animania. Animania is 3 hours, obviously, for the special occasion, the biggest anime call event every year, or when it's held. Um, now, if you want to see Excel Impulse episodes plus specials that we're doing for ACW, you'll get to see them obviously on YouTube. But I know that YouTube has a lot of restrictions now, more than ever. My 2 years gone now. YouTube is just more restricted than ever. So if you're not able to see it on your smartphone, on your tablet, or even on your laptop, really, desktop, whatever, then you can watch it on our Blip TV account. We'll be uploading a copy of Excel Impulse and Specials onto the Blip TV account as well, so that you can watch it there if YouTube somehow is not working for you. But as always, our mega events will be uploaded only on Blip TV. Because the reason why I do that is because, again, like I said, YouTube is very restrictive. It's taken away the user-friendly experience that it once had, and is making it more of a social media site, which is stupid. Because if I wanted to do some social media site networking, I'd go on Facebook, I go on Twitter, I go on Instagram, I go to YouTube to watch and upload videos. Simple as that. But hey, I don't run it, unfortunately. So the mega events will still be on Blip TV because Blip TV gives me more of a free reign to do a lot of things there. So there's that. Um, Also another big note: Anime Championship Wrestling is now switching its game format into the WWE 13 format. Now, a lot of people are gonna ask, well, what about WWE 12? Well, quite frankly, WWE 12 sucked. What about WWE 2K14? I wasn't impressed with WWE 2K14. I thought WWE 13 has better gameplay, and honestly, I think the graphics on WWE 13 are way better than 2K14. And I understand why 2K14 was kind of disappointing because although it was a 2K release game, it still was created by THQ before they went out for bankruptcy. So 2K kind of had to release it as a really but not really 2K game. So I said, you know what? I'll wait till WWE 2K15. That's when it's going to be a true 2K game, and see what it does there. And who knows, if it's really that good, I might just move ACW there as well in the near future. But for right now, all ACW programming will be on WWE 13 for the nose. And right now, I'm having fun with it as well. You will be surprised what certain things you will see with that format on ACW. I promise you'll love it. Now, I know W2K14 has, I think, the 100 call slot, I believe. But, WWE13 has 50, and that's fine. It's better than the days when we had 30 in previous games. So, an additional 20 slots for me is awesome. So, having that said, obviously that means there's going to be some new talents coming into ACW. Freshen up the brand, freshen up the shows and make a more diverse environment. Have a character for everybody that watches ACW. So, I don't know. I won't spoil any of the new talents that are coming in. I will just let you know that there are going to be some returning faces on ACW, and there's also going to be some very new characters on ACW. Some that you know, some that you might not really know. Remember, people were crazy when I thought, why are you bringing Haru Glory into ACW? No one really knows him, but I brought him anyways. So it is what it is, and look at what Haru is now. Different recording schedules. Again, a lot of my time in life is really busy on a lot of things, but my goal is to do ACW Excel, upload those shows on Mondays, because that's the Raw day, and then upload ACW Impulse on Thursdays. That's the NXT slash TNA Impact days. So I want to keep that sort of schedule. That way it would be Monday, Excel, 2-day break, Impulse, 3-day break. I want to do something like that. I can't say I'll be fully committed to it, but I will try to do my best to follow that scheduling format there. So, having that said, I know you guys want some ACW action now, though. And trust me, just because we're returning in May of 2014 doesn't mean you're not going to get to see some new weekly content. So that can only mean one thing, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. I am bringing back the 2014 ACW Elite Tournament. That's right. 16 superstars from ACW are going to battle it out to determine who's the king of Elite in 2014. Here's the catch, though, however. In 2011, it was for the Impulse brand. In 2014, it is now going to be for the Excel brand. And the Excel brand will be hosting the Elite Tournament. And your 16 wrestlers are as followed: Seiya, Moroku the Monk, Akuma, Neji Hyuga, Dan Hibiki, Rock Lee, Donkey Kong, Momochi Zabuza, Hiei, Solid Snake, Kakashi Atake, Ultraman Tiga, Ken Masters, Straight Cougar, Kinnikuman, Takuya Kanabara. Those are your 16 from ACW Excel that will be competing in this year's Elite Tournament. More info on that as we get close to that. As a matter of fact, you might see a video about that next week to get started on that tournament before we come back in May of this year. But I want to be interactive this time around. I want to get the fans to be more interactive with us. I want us to, do more social media stuff. You can follow us on Google Plus with our ACW account. We will be creating a Facebook account in the near future. I just got to get that set up, but I will get that up and ready, and I will let you know. But I do have a poll question for you guys, and it'll be on our website, animecwrestling.webs.com. Our poll question will be on our website. But here's the question. You can also answer it on our video here too. But who do you guys want to see in ACW in the near future? It's a good question. A lot of opinions there. But it's a great question though. Who do you want to see in ACW in 2014? Maybe it's a superstar that I already have debuting in the weeks to come. You never know. But I would like to get a lot of answers. I want to look at new talent, and I want the fans to get involved and tell me about the new talents that they want me to put on ACW. Always. Finally, on this newscast, we are going to be doing a concept show for ACW Impulse, and that'll be called ACW 1. It's going to be ACW Impulse's version of the first 3 seasons of WWE NXT, where we will take a animation or video game franchise and have some of the characters from that franchise compete in matches and segments, and it is up to you guys, the fans, voting to decide who gets to move on until there's only one person left, and the one person that wins it all will get a contract for ACW Impulse. More information on that as the months roll by and we get close to the ACW 1 project. Trust me, that'll be a fun concept, very interactive. So, other than that, my final thoughts. I missed you guys. It hurts that in a way, it hurts that I haven't done ACW in a while. I just had that passion back, and now I'm back to doing it. And hey, Anime Championship Wrestling's back and better than ever. Hopefully, I can be more consistent. I would try my best to be consistent. But hey, I'm back, guys, and I missed y'all, and hopefully Anime Championship Wrestling is good enough for you guys to stick around again. Spread the word. Spread the word to some new fans. Spread the word to some old fans that might not even know ACW is back and might want to give it a second go around. Who knows? But anyways, I will see you guys next week. We will have a video on the ACW Elite Tournament for this year, and that'll be on the road to ACW returning on May of 2014. Thank you guys for listening to this ACW Newscast. I'm Hakeem Johnson, your ACW commentator, as always, announcing once again, I will see you guys next week.